The quest to comprehend happiness has captivated humanity for ages, delving into disciplines such as psychology, philosophy, economics, and neuroscience. Here's a concise exploration of some compelling insights about happiness. Genetic determinants. Research indicates that our genetic makeup may define up to half of our inherent happiness level, a sort of equilibrium of contentment we typically revert to after life's peaks and troughs. Adaptability. Humans possess an incredible capacity for hedonic adaptation, implying that the joy we derive from fresh experiences or material goods tends to diminish with time. Cultural interpretations of happiness. The conception and experience of happiness differ markedly between cultures. For example, Eastern societies may link happiness to communal harmony, while Western perspectives might prioritize individual success and autonomy. Financial aspects. The correlation between wealth and happiness is intricate. While financial hardship can lower happiness, beyond a certain threshold of comfort, extra wealth contributes minimally to further happiness. Pursuits of happiness. Participation in certain pursuits, such as exercise, social engagement, and altruistic deeds, is proven to uplift happiness, partly by triggering the release of mood-boosting neurotransmitters like endorphins and serotonin. Happiness baseline. While life events cause fluctuations, people generally gravitate back to a default happiness level. Though some suggest this set point may be unalterable, others believe intentional actions can enduringly enhance it. Well-being and longevity. Happiness is associated with health advantages, including a robust immune response, reduced stress hormone levels, and possibly an extended lifespan. Choice overload. An abundance of choices can paradoxically decrease happiness by heightening anxiety and regret over decisions made. This is the paradox of choice. Parenthood's complexities. The impact of children on happiness is nuanced, bringing immense joy and meaning but also stress and economic pressure. Parental contentment varies widely by individual and cultural circumstance. Global happiness measures. The World Happiness Report evaluates global contentment, ranking nations by the happiness perceived by their citizens. Nordic countries often score high, thanks to substantial communal support, low corruption, and extensive individual liberties. Workplace joy. A positive correlation exists between happiness and work productivity. A happier state can enhance creativity, cognitive function, and decision-making skills. Engagement and contentment. The flow state, characterized by deep immersion and a loss of time and self-awareness, is frequently linked to heightened happiness. It arises when engaging in tasks that are suitably challenging and well-matched to one's abilities. The pursuit of understanding happiness is ever-evolving, recognizing that what fulfills one individual may differ for another. Ongoing studies strive to unravel the nuances of happiness and how it can be maintained. Neuroscience of happiness. The brain's limbic system, particularly the amygdala and the hippocampus, plays a significant role in regulating emotions, including happiness. The neurotransmitters dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin are often referred to as happiness hormones, due to their influence on mood and emotion. Happiness and sociability. Social connections are one of the strongest predictors of happiness. People who have meaningful relationships with family, friends, or their community tend to report higher levels of happiness. Positive psychology. The field of positive psychology, pioneered by researchers like Martin Seligman, focuses on the study of happiness and how people can foster a sense of well-being and a fulfilling life. Happiness and aging. Research suggests that as people age, their happiness levels can increase. This may be due to better emotional regulation, a greater focus on what is important, and a tendency to seek out positive experiences. Cultural expressions of happiness. How people express happiness can vary widely across cultures. For example, in some cultures, open expressions of happiness might be considered inappropriate or a sign of immaturity. Happiness and life satisfaction. Life satisfaction is often measured separately from happiness. It is possible for someone to report high levels of life satisfaction even if they do not frequently experience positive emotions, or vice versa. Mental health and happiness. While happiness itself is not a cure for mental illnesses, positive emotions and activities that promote happiness can be part of a broader approach to mental health treatment and can contribute to better mental health outcomes. The impact of technology on happiness. The rise of technology and social media has had complex effects on happiness. While technology can facilitate social connections and access to information, it can also lead to comparisons, cyberbullying, and distractions that may detract from happiness. Philosophical perspectives. Throughout history, philosophers have debated the nature of happiness. For instance, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia describes a form of happiness that is achieved through living virtuously and fulfilling one's potential. Happiness and religion. Many religions and spiritual practices emphasize the pursuit of happiness through various means, such as meditation, community service, and faith. The sense of belonging to a community and having a purpose larger than oneself contributes to happiness for many individuals. Nature and happiness. Exposure to nature and green spaces has been linked to increased happiness, reduced stress, and better mental health. This has led to the concept of ecotherapy, or green therapy, as a way to improve well-being. Educational outcomes. Happier students often perform better academically. Positive emotions can enhance motivation and the ability to process information. These points illustrate that happiness is an intricate and deeply personal state that intertwines with every aspect of human life. The quest to understand and foster happiness is as old as humanity itself, and it continues to evolve with new research and insights. Happiness and perception of time. Our happiness levels can alter how we experience time. When we're engrossed in enjoyable activities, time seems to accelerate, captured by the saying, "Time flies when you're having fun." Differing generational perspectives. Views on happiness can vary with age. Millennials, for example, often value experiences above material goods more than older generations, shaping their happiness ideals. Altruism's effect on happiness. Engaging in acts of kindness is closely linked to increased happiness, a boost sometimes known as the helper's high. The connection between laughter and well-being. Laughter not only releases endorphins, our natural mood enhancers, but it also lowers stress hormones and strengthens the immune system, helping to ward off illness. Assessing happiness. While happiness is inherently personal, it is typically measured through self-assessment tools like the Positive and Negative Affect Schedule, PANAS, or the Satisfaction with Life Scale, SWLS. Control and contentment. Happiness is bolstered by a sense of autonomy over life choices, a concept tied to locus of control, where people feel they can influence their life outcomes. Weather's influence on mood. Studies indicate that factors like climate and sunshine can slightly influence mood, with sunlight exposure increasing serotonin production and potentially lifting one's spirits. Governance and well-being. Some nations, like Bhutan, prioritize happiness as a measure of success, favoring gross national happiness, GNH, over GDP to promote values of spiritual well-being over material wealth. The impact of inequality. Greater economic and social equality tends to correlate with higher levels of happiness across societies. Mindfulness practices. Regular mindfulness and meditation are associated with enhanced happiness, aiding individuals in appreciating the present and coping with adversity. The power of music. Music listening, especially tunes that are familiar and liked, can substantially uplift one's mood. Happiness in economics. Happiness is studied by economists to understand its effects on consumer behavior and to inform public policy and economic strategy. Resilience and happiness. Resilience describes the capacity to sustain happiness levels during tough times, aiding in quicker recovery from life's challenges. Sleep and well-being. A close relationship exists between sleep quality and happiness, with good sleep promoting well-being and disturbances potentially detracting from it. Cognitive bias influence. Cognitive biases, such as the tendency to focus more on negative experiences, can affect our overall sense of happiness. Effects of color. Certain colors, like bright yellows and oranges, can evoke feelings of happiness and vitality. Language's role in emotion. The language we use to articulate our feelings can shape our emotional experience. Some cultures have unique words for specific emotions, influencing their emotional life.
Thank you for joining us in this captivating journey into the realm of the mind and its extraordinary capabilities. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration. If you're as fascinated by the magic of the mind as we are and want to continue uncovering its mysteries, be sure to subscribe our channel here. Our next video promises to take you even deeper into the enchanting world of the mind. Be sure to click here. Until we meet again, I'm Eileen, signing off. See you in the next video.